Treble Radio, Sabbath six-pack Sunday at 6 with Evil Woman. Don't you play those games with me? Going way back to the first album. I love this picture right here with the lady in front of the house. Very cool hardcover there. We also had Iced Earth do Electric Funeral, Black Sabbath, Supernaut, Junior's Eyes, and Black Sabbath. That means we got one song left, but we got a surprise special guest visitor Fred Kowalo, roadie from Ozzy, Megadeth, Nikki Sixx, Zakk Wylde too?
Oh yeah, I was Zach's for Black Label and with Ozzy for many, many years, yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
Oh, happy to be here.
And you're trying Rebel Radio beer.
Rebel Radio beer is awesome. Cheers.
Cheers. We got a keg in the studio. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
It's not out yet.
No, it's perfect.
I can have the it's been made for like 3 years. I didn't have the money, but now I got the money to put it out. So finally, without money, you can't do much. You know?
It makes the world go round.
So Sabbath six-pack Sunday at 6, the show we've been doing since like 2008. It's 6 Black Sabbath songs every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. It's like I don't go to church, but this is my church, right?
It's Sabbath, you know. It's a holy Sabbath.
So how did you get into being roadie with Nikki Sixx and all these other guys?
So back in the day, I roadied for Zach, and it was nuts. I tell people I got lucky all the time, and it was just one chain of events that led to another. I fixed Zach's guitar player's guitar. He dropped it down the steps before they flew to Japan to do Rock Around the Bay. And of all things, it was with Motley Crue, and it was with Steve Vai.
But were you working with Motley Crue at the time?
No. This is. I wasn't even working with anybody at this time. I was just a guy working from my house, and I gave it to fixed this guy's guitar. He flew to Japan with this guitar, and legend has it that Zach was talking to Steve Vai in the dressing room, and there was no guitar going around. It's actually like, if you go from this place to this place, this mode to this mode, and Steve goes, I don't follow you. So he picks up this guy's guitar and he plays it, and he looks at he goes, who does your guitars? He goes, my buddy does. He goes, do you think your buddy will do mine? And long story short, there's this whole adventure with Black Label, and I thought it was just a temporary thing. I thought, it was not. I said to him, hey, next time you're in Pittsburgh, give me a call. And he goes, what are you talking about? You're my guitar tech now. And from then it went on and on and on.
Dude, Zakk Wylde, one of the coolest guys around, right? I mean,
he's the best.
I've hung out with him a bunch of times, interviewed him 6-7 times. Always cool. Never a bad date with him.
Oh yeah,
he's always on. I mean,
he's the best. And watching him doing that Sabbath thing yesterday, him and Mike Inez, because I worked for Mikey as well when I was with Alice and Change.
Yep.
It brought a tear to my eye.
That's cool.
It actually did.
That's a good thing. Now, you're lucky because all these people you mentioned are totally cool. I've interviewed Nikki Sixx. Super cool interview. Never met him much after that, but he was super cool doing an interview. Zakk Wylde, always cool. Testament, you just came back with. Those guys are all cool, all 5 of them.
They're great.
What a great bunch of guys there. So you're lucky to have the guys you work for be really cool.
I tell people that all the time, that's one of the things that I'm most thankful for is I've worked with a good bunch of guys.
Good guys.
And
they're not all good.
They're not all good.
But
these ones are. Yeah.
I've seen some other things. I'm not going to mention any names, but like, wow, what?
Exactly. It's like, why would somebody stay with that?
Why do you want to keep working for this guy?
Yep. And these guys. Nikki's my dream job. I've worked with Limp Bizkit recently, and they are amazing guys.
I interviewed Fred before he even got signed.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, they're great guys. But
on stage, though, they're giving the crowd the finger.
Oh, yeah.
That's their shtick. I mean, that's how they do it.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, they're a bunch of fun guys.
Cool.
And those guys are the ultimate musicians. I watched them, and you think, well, Limp Bizkit. No, man, they can all play, and it's just amazing to sit and watch. I've been blessed with working with all great musicians, all legends, and I can't be happier.
When you worked with Alice in Chains, was it Mike Inez you worked for, or the whole band?
I did Mike, and I did William. Cool. I did Jerry for a few days when his tech was gone. But yeah, I mostly.
But he already had a tech.
He had a tech.
You filled in.
I filled in.
But the fact that you're still working for the guys, that means you did your job for Jerry too.
Oh yeah.
And he's cool too, right?
They're all great, man. I can't say enough good things about those guys. Yeah, I worked. This was back in the days before I went with Megadeth, and I actually worked with Alice, and then I went on to Megadeth.
And Davidson, what another great
Oh
guy.
my God!
I got his number. I call him right now.
Dude, and he'd pick up.
Although he would, but he's in England though.
He's in England right now. I saw him on the live cast for the Sabbath live cast.
That was
but
cool.
He's great, man.
What a cool show, right? It's bringing metal together.
Absolutely.
England was a buzz. They made so much money from that concert.
Yeah, and it all went to charity, man. It all went to like Parkinson's and stuff like that. And
That's cool.
You know, I mean, it's a great cause, and you know.
So all the bands played for free?
Pretty much, that's what I heard.
Wow.
That's what I heard. That it was all donated. So
that's cool.
That's great.
Metallica playing for free. That's amazing.
Absolutely. And those guys are, you know, you know, they all have money, but to donate it and for Parkinson's, for children's hospitals or whatever, that's fantastic.
That's awesome. I knew they're donating, but the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's you know, I mean, they're classy. They really are classy. You know, it's a class act. And
where'd you watch the concert? At home in Pittsburgh?
I watched it up in Kenosha.
Kenosha.
Yeah, we watched it. It was then we watched a little more today. You know, I watched it live, but the streaming was what do they call buffering. So
Me too. I had the same thing. I kept buffering and kept going over like
absolutely.
Kept repeating the same part. I heard I don't know like 20 times.
What's fun is I was sitting there going, I was trying to guess the set list, and it was I liked it.
So
man.
we got Sabbath 6 next Sunday at 6. What was the let's do both of them. Ozzy Osbourne set list. I know he did. I don't know to start with.
You know, I don't know, Mr. Crowley.
Okay.
Suicide Solution, Mama I'm Coming Home, and Crazy Train.
Crazy Train. Okay, Crazy Train was the headline song for that one. Then you go to Black Sabbath. I know he did Iron Man.
He did War Pigs.
War Pigs, okay.
I can't remember what was second. NIB was second.
Okay.
NIB, Iron Man, and then Paranoid, I think.
It's only 4 songs.
I think I only did 4.
Wow. So all the bands playing Sabbath beforehand, okay, they're not doing Fairies for Boots now. They're not doing, you know, Sabbath play Sabbath. So you sort of knew what was going to happen, you know, a little bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Little
You know, and that was what was cool too, man, to see Guns N' Roses play Junior's Eyes.
They played all Sabbath songs, right?
Oh yeah, well they played they played Welcome to the Jungle, but I mean, you know, they played Never Say Die.
That's
you know,
cool.
and Junior's Eyes. I was like, oh man, this is
cool.
great.
We just played Junior's Eyes.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's cool. So you live in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I got a friend in Pittsburgh named Chuck. He played in a band called Trouble. Chuck.
Oh,
you know him.
Yeah, he's a drummer, right?
He plays guitar, but he played bass in Trouble.
Oh,
Chuck.
I know Beeler. No,
I know that. I know him too. Chuck.
I can't think of his last name.
He's from Pittsburgh, though.
But yeah, he's from.
I'm sure you know. It's a small scene, right? I mean,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In Chicago, everyone knows everybody. So same thing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, definitely Pittsburgh. It's tiny little scene. But yeah, I know. I can't. Forgive me. I can't think of his last name. I can see him.
Damn. All right, you're going to be part of the 31 interviews coming up this Thursday. We celebrate 31 years. Thanks to Nicholas Jack for helping book the interviews too. Thank you for being part of our 31-year anniversary. Who would have thought a metal station be 31 years old, right?
Exactly, man.
That's crazy.
That's amazing, and I'm very, very happy for you, man. That's some longevity right there. 31 years.
31 years of Rebel Radio playing whatever we want. Slayer, Metallica, Anthrax, you know, Megadeth, Deicide. Then we mix it up, you know, Pride and Glory with Zach Kowalo.
Yeah, the old Pride and Glory days.
Mix it up. So I'm going to have you be the DJ to play song number 6. You're going to be on the interview for this Thursday. This Thursday, I'm going to wake up like 11 o'clock in the morning and just do interviews all day long.
Awesome.
We did 30 last year. One year I did, it was like Grey Goose. I did like 27 shots of Grey Goose.
Oh, man.
Then next year was 26 or 28. I stayed up on the air. I broadcast from my house, so that's easier. But I didn't go to sleep. I stayed up, did 28 hours straight, but then next day sucked. I was tired. I slept all day, you know, summertime. I go out and ride the bike.
Sleep for 27 hours straight.
Oh, man. That's what I did pretty much. The next 2 days were just, you know, they sucked. But then one day was cool. Got press on it. It's good exposure. But the next couple of days afterwards, like, oh man, I'm not gonna do this again. It wasn't that hard because I love metal. I stay up, you know.
Well, yeah.
But so you're gonna be the DJ here, and you're announce. You want to do this song or Paranoid? Under the sun, every day comes and goes.
You know what? Everybody here's Paranoid.
Yeah, it's different. That's what we do here at Rebel
sun.
Radio. All right, Fred is going to be calling in this coming Thursday. We'll figure out time. Just tune in. We got a picture to promote on social media. Thank you for stopping by the Rebel Radio Studios.
Happy to do it.
I hope to see you again in Chicago when you come back.
I don't know. Well, we'll be back. I have a photo being exhibited down in Bridgeport in a couple weeks, so I may be down there for the I'll come back and.
Can you promote that? What's the photo of?
It's so I do these photos and I enter them in a contest, and it's a photo of Half Dome at Yosemite. It's for Travel Photographer of the Year, and it's being shown at an exhibit at the Bridgeport Art Center down there. I think it's like it was the 18th to July 18th to September 5th or something like that. So check out some photography. There's some people down there. It's a great place.
You take photos too?
Yeah, I take photos too.
And do you play guitar and bass?
Play guitar and bass.
Cool. Anything else?
That's about it.
You don't sing?
Nah, I can't sing. I can't sing a note to save my life.
Okay. And so guitar and bass. You're in any bands in Pittsburgh?
No bands in Pittsburgh. I used to be back in the day. We have our crew band for Motley. We opened up for Motley for 3 shows. We played the Troubadour, the Roxy, and the Whiskey.
That was cool.
Open up for that. Oh man, that was to open up for those guys.
And all children were wall to wall. Just
oh yeah, it was it's amazing. And like I said, we were talking off air. Motley's incredible. I mean, they really are. They said, hey, you guys are going to be the opening band. Learn some songs. So the drum tech plays drums. The guitar player plays guitar. The wardrobe girl's a singer.
You played bass or guitar?
And I played the bass.
Bass,
the
awesome.
Bass technique. So and we had a playback monitor guy. He played keyboards for us.
Did you record it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, it was great. Is they recorded it. We did 7 songs. They recorded it live at the Whiskey, and it was fun, man. And you sit back and you watch these things. It's pretty cool.
What show of those 3 shows was the best for you guys of the band?
For me, it's always just to play the Whiskey a Go-Go with all that history.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I know the Troubadour has it. And when I was playing, I was thinking of Elton John playing there, and the Roxy, of course, Roxy's a famous venue. But to play the Whiskey a Go-Go, like all day, I was like just playing like Doors riffs, like thinking of the Doors and thinking about Motley playing there and all those bands that had played there, and I would have loved to have seen. And I got my photo taken walking down the steps. As a kid, remember when we were kids, they didn't have the internet. You didn't have social media where you could see these photos of these places. But I saw a picture of the back stairs of the Whiskey, and I'm like, man, I just want a photo there. And I got a photo of me walking down, and I was actually walking to the stage to play, and it was I had chills thinking about it.
Now the guys, were they watching you from the side of the stage?
There's a photo from the Troubadour, and it's Vince and John watching from the balcony, and it's just like, man, that's
cool.
Yeah, it's somebody took a picture of Vince and John looking down, and it's to have your heroes, watch you play, it's a good feeling.
So when they said that, hey, you're gonna play for us, what did you guys say? Let's do it.
We laughed.
You laughed?
We thought it was a joke because it originally started in Sheffield. We were rehearsing for a European run, and we were just fooling around. And we learned a Metallica song, and for the life of me, I can't even remember what it is. Sabbath True, maybe. And we were just fooling around. And the guys weren't even supposed to be there yet. And Nikki came in and said, "Sounds pretty good. Learn some songs. You're going to open up for us." And we started laughing. So the next day we learned Tommy Lee's favorite song growing up, and so we learned that. We put some samples in it, because we had the playback guy, and they're like, Nikki's like, "Did you guys pick any songs yet? You're opening." And it's like, "Nah, man, we just laughed at it." A couple days go by, he goes around to each of the other guys, other crew guys, and he goes, "You guys are opening up for us. Learn some songs." Then we realized we were the opening act for them at the Underground. They played a secret club show in Camden, so we opened up for them the night before we played Wembley, and we did 5 songs then, and so we were used to it. So when he came around and said, "Hey, we're playing 3 club shows in LA this year, learn some songs." So we learned some songs. Then he said, "Learn a couple more." So we learned even more.
That's cool. What was the name of the band?
So we were the Motley's Crew in Camden, and then we changed it to The Crew, CREW.
Okay.
And then like the day of the show, we decided to change it to In the Shadows, because that's where we're at. We're always in the shadows.
That's cool.
And somebody just said, we're hanging out in the shadows, and we're like, well, that's a great band name, So we called it In the Shadows. And so I guess from this point on, if we go on, we play more, we'll be in the shadows.
My guess would have been We Are the Road Crew.
Yeah, We Are the Road Crew. And that's the song we should have played.
All right, Fred, you're to be interviewing on Thursday. Thank you for stopping by the Rebel Radio Studios. You're the DJ on Rebel Radio, and I just end with Rebel Radio. It's called Sabbath 6-Pack Sunday at 6. Take it away.
Hey, this is Fred Kowalo, and you are listening to Sabbath Sunday 6-Pack at 6. Right now, we're going to listen to Under the Sun and Every Day Comes and Goes right here on the Rebel Radio.
Man, that's good. You're starting Monday morning.
Awesome.
Our new morning show.
Awesome.
Sabbath 6-Pack Sunday at 6 on Rebel Radio.